Hi.
I'm really excited about this week's episode.
We've been talking about doing this for a long time.
Really long
I'm excited to
time.
win this episode.
Why don't you explain to them what we're doing?
We've been talking about a change my mind type of debate between us, but we're going to bring in the producers in to solve the debate.
Yeah.
So one of us is going to choose or say a comment of some sort.
Yes.
The other one has to defend the other side, and then the judges award the winner.
Basically, they're our jury.
They're our jury.
We've got our jury. Court is going to be in session, but that's going to be the big drops. You got to hang on for that one.
Little while.
It's going to be a good one, though, because I am taking you out.
Okay.
Are you ready? See, I prepared. Jordan prepared his while he was walking over here. So
That's what 15 years of experience will do for you.
that's a valid point. That is a valid point. So it should be a lot of fun. But before we get into that, let's head into the Park Polls.
Park Polls.
All right. We are still in early bird sale.
Yes.
Yes, for another month.
Yep, through February.
Through February 28th. So
Correct.
Reiterate to our listeners what that means.
That means it's the best sale of the year. You can save up to $22 on 1 day, 2 day, and 3 day tickets. It's also the last sale for season passes. After the 28th, season passes go up to regular price. So get those now because summer's going to be here before we know it. Even though it's snowing today.
I know.
It's snowing today. It's going to be summer.
It is. It is going to be summer. I posted on Instagram today to give us your roller coaster face because I feel like we just need to
saw that.
prepare. Yeah,
Yes.
we just need to prepare. So what's your roller coaster face?
Smile.
Just a big giant
A
smile?
big old smile.
I feel like you're the one with like the sunglasses on because you're just super cool on the coaster.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Hands up, having fun.
Hands up, having fun.
Yep.
Wait, this is mine.
I know. I saw it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Well,
cover your face.
or
with,
just completely eyes shut the whole entire time. But
Right.
anyway, okay. So we got the sale going. We're still hiring.
we're still hiring.
We are still
Yeah.
hiring.
We'll
so
always be hiring
always
through the
hiring.
summer.
But really pushing for hiring.
Pushing it,
right
yeah.
now.
And so hiring's going really well right now. And so we are actually some of the positions are closing because they are filling up. So if you
Nice.
have a position like that you're set on, get on that earlier than later because it's going to close here
Really
whenever
fast,
it fills
yeah.
up. And then if for some reason people drop out, we'll reopen it. But if you want your first choice, you better get on it fast.
What seems to be closed out the fastest? What positions
Well,
usually?
there's some positions that just don't require a lot of people, and those close out really fast.
Okay.
But then there's lots of positions that we just have lots of returners in
Yeah,
those positions.
yeah.
From what I heard, rides is doing really, really well this year.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
lots of people coming back for rides. Aquatics is always one. You just have to be able to pass the swimming test and all that stuff. So it's
They
a little
go
more
through
intense.
some rigorous training.
Yeah, they do.
yeah,
They sure do.
Yeah.
Other ones, front gate is a popular one. Power washers is actually a popular one because you
really?
get in early and then you're out and you're done for the day.
That's true. That's true. How about security?
I don't know where that lies. I know
Yeah.
security isn't a huge department,
Yeah.
but they require a decent amount of people, and I'm sure they're still hiring.
Yeah, and a decent amount of training too,
Yeah.
because I'm excited to watch them train again this year. It's
always a fun one,
entertaining.
yes.
It's a fun one, but we won't talk about that. Okay, so hiring, and they can go to workatsilverwood.com
Yep.
and see
Apply now.
everything there and apply right now. So we have a big announcement.
Everybody's been waiting for this one.
Yes, and we are so sorry.
And we gave them a little bit of a
Yes.
pump fake.
Yes,
little
a
psych.
little pump fake.
Yeah.
But we do have a date now
Yeah,
for RV spots
and cabanas.
and cabanas. So midnight, February 10th. And so one of the
12
big
a.m..
yes. So I'm going to tell you guys this because I keep seeing this question on social media. They're like, well, midnight on the 10th or midnight on the 11th. So pretend it's New Year's. When the clock strikes midnight
It
on
is
New Year's
New Year.
Eve, it becomes January 1st.
Correct.
So, midnight, February 10th, which means stay up the night of February 9th.
11:59 is the 9th.
Yes. And midnight is so just Jordan and I, we're not great at math, but just throwing that out there for the other ones that
well,
aren't
and
good at math
a
either,
big
so.
part of the reason going to the 10th is because the 8th is going to be a big celebration for a lot of us when the Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
Oh, jeez. Why was I not prepared for that?
You were going.
Lord.
She was
like, okay,
baited into
okay.
that one.
What's happening?
So then we have to take the 9th off, and
Okay.
then the 10th.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Oh, geez. For those listening, I'm a 49ers fan, so yes,
Boo.
I am hurting. I am done with
Guess
football for
what?
the season.
We get to win it in the 49ers stadium.
Oh,
Potentially.
gosh, I didn't even
It's
think
in
about
Santa
the fact
Clara.
that you're going to be at Levi Stadium. Oh,
Yeah.
ugh.
Isn't that a bummer for you?
Oh.
You know, last time we played, because we played there end of the regular season. Remember that? We played there in the regular season and we won.
Yeah.
And our team left Victory Cigars there for when they come back for the Super Bowl.
Oh, my Lanta.
But this isn't a sports podcast.
No, it's not.
Not
No,
a
it's
sports
not.
podcast.
Although we do have the Seahawks ride here.
we do.
Aftershock is
Aftershock.
kind of, yeah.
And the last time we went to the Super Bowl, we won't talk about the result of that one, but the last two times, we'll get some revenge this year, hopefully.
Yeah.
The top of Panic Plunge has become the 12th.
The
12 flag goes
Yes.
up there.
Yes.
And so hopefully we'll get that up there again and we can post some photos of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't be the one taking those pictures, by the way. Just, you know.
Well, 'cause
Anyway,
you don't fly
I'm
a
bitter.
drone.
I
Yep.
am bitter. I am bitter. Okay, and quick read to ride update. Hey, kiddos, get excited. Hopefully you're turning those reading logs in because starting February 1st, your teachers are going to be able to start passing out those complimentary read to ride tickets.
Yeah.
So if you're getting your hours done February 1st, parents, I recommend that you have the teachers email them to you. That way, when you lose it, you have that. You can just go reprint it because usually when the kiddo brings it home, it does not make it all the way to the season. So
True.
just my recommendation, but we can always reprint if necessary. So that's the Read to Write update. Let's head into the mail train.
Mail train.
Choo choo. All right, there's some good questions this week. I feel like our listeners are really starting to get the feel of the podcast and things that maybe they haven't heard or want to hear.
Are these newer questions? Do you know?
Yeah, most of them are
Okay.
very, very new. I think I picked one that was a little bit older, but
Okay.
Rhonda, she wants to know what the hottest temperature recorded at Silverwood is, and Jordan
There's a
has
debate.
this answer.
Well, because we asked
Chat.
We asked Chat GPT, and guess what? They were wrong.
They were wrong.
They were wrong.
Yeah, so don't believe everything AI says.
So at Silverwood in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
in June of 2021, we had 107 degrees.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And in June. I
was
would have
June.
totally thought it would have been like August. So
Yeah. Well,
But
I mean,
like that
typically
Hoop Fest weekend.
we've had
is
some
always,
hot Hoop Fest weekends.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's crazy. So 107 degrees is the hottest temperature recorded at Silverwood.
yeah.
So,
Typically a very slow day at the park if
I
it gets
can
to that.
only imagine because even the water at Boulder Beach would probably be starting to get a little bit warm.
Yeah. I don't know what the temperature of the water would be, but it's just walking across that concrete.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's-
barefoot. Or your flip flops
Bring your
melting
flips.
to the ground.
Yeah.
That's happened before. Okay, so Jennifer Andrade, and I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. What is a fun fact about who has ridden the train, and what is the history of the train before it came to Silverwood? So I do know two. One that Amanda gave us, the governor has ridden our train, and then Hillary Swank
Yes.
has ridden our train. Who else has ridden our train? Our twain.
James Vanderbeek.
Oh, Dawson.
Yes, has ridden the train.
Okay.
We've definitely seen that. But we've known other people that come through and maybe they ride the train. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Do you think Sydney Sweeney rode the train?
she was here for Scarywood.
Yeah.
So no.
So no.
Well,
But I'm sure
probably
she's come to the park.
in her past.
In her
yes.
past. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would guess. That's just
We've had some Seahawks come through, ride the train.
That's
We've
true.
had some of those. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There was a rumor that Ryan Reynolds was out here. Producer Jay really believes that one. So
Yeah.
I think
wouldn't
maybe
be surprised.
rode the train. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
they're usually pretty undercover when we get
Yeah.
a special somebody out there. So now you know when you sit on that train, there have been some celebrity booties sitting in the same seats as you. So
And the history of the train.
history. Okay. So
You wrote it out.
I did write it out because it's a 1915 HK Porter narrow gauge steam engine that spent its early years servicing the Eureka Palisades Railroad, where it ran between Eureka, Nevada and Palisades, Nevada. It hauled miners, equipment, and freight in support of the mining industry. And then that service ended back in 1938. And then Bill Hara of Harrah's bought it and brought it to Reno after it sat in storage for like many, many years. And then Gary Norton decided, hey, I want this train, even though he was there looking for an airplane, I believe, at an auction. And he went head to head with the Disney Corporation or whatever, and we won the bid.
Yeah, so he was actually there, and it's so cool. So in our archives in the back, we have the actual like magazine. I guess it would be a buyer's guide of the auction, and there's some things circled, like the tri-motor, which is the one that he really wanted to get when he was there. And there's some other like because we used to have a museum here, and so there was some other different automobiles type of things. Old
I've
planes,
seen some of those
all
pictures from the hangar.
Yep,
some of the
in the hangar. And then there's one with there's a train, and it has next to it says ours ? And so I think that was the start of Silverwood right there.
That moment, 1986.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 years
wrapped it up.
later, here we are, and he built a little town to go with his train, and the town has just started booming.
Yep.
So there's your history. Thank you. That's a great question. Let's see. That was Jennifer. So we've got Megan Henry, who wants to know, how fast does Stunt Pilot go, and what's the fastest roller coaster at Silverwood? Do you want me to say it? Do you want to say it?
I mean, Stunt Pilot.
Stunt Pilot is 52 miles an hour.
Yep, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
You.
He's kicking me. Are you trying to get started on our argument?
I'm not.
Okay. And then Aftershock is the fastest. Although, is this number for Tremors current since the new retrack?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it might be just head to head, honestly.
It could be. It depends on the weather for how fast these things are going. I think it's averaging about the same.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good question to ask someone that would know better than us.
Yeah, but it's looking like Aftershock technically at 65.6 miles per hour.
Yes.
Tremors,
0.6, don't forget that
0.6. And then Tremors is close at 63, but that number might be before the retrack.
Yeah.
And it's definitely faster now. So
yeah, it is.
Go try both this summer and let us know what you think is faster.
Tell us what you think. I just think if I'm sitting on the track in my head right now, Aftershock feels faster.
I think so too, big time. I mean,
but you have that first drop
and
you're going. The thing is like going through that station, you can really tell how fast you're going because you fly through that station.
Unless your eyes are shut like mine.
With Tremors, you don't really have that sensation of knowing how fast you're really going.
Because it's so smooth too. We're gonna have
we'll figure that out.
Yeah, this summer we'll do a fun little like competition and like clock it. Can we clock it somehow? Yeah.
Clock it
like a police car would.
like a speedometer.
Yeah.
Maybe like a radar.
We can get Kootenai County Sheriff in here, and they can do it for us.
Well, I think our rides team has the ability to, but we could do that.
But it'd be way more fun to have Kootenai County Sheriff in here. Maybe bring some canines.
Sure.
I just want to see.
Let's try it.
Okay. On to the next one. We've got John, who wants to know, and I would pronounce your name, John, but Wichelo, I think. The Silverwood theme park water rides have amazingly sparkling water every time I go. Why, thank you, John. It's beautiful, but how do you keep them like that? Is all park water centrally cleaned, or is each ride separately cleaned? So, this is what?
Where did you get this answer?
I got this answer from chat because I am not a plumber.
We should have asked the people.
I know, but I didn't have time, Jordan. I didn't have time. But chat got this from our Silverwood Express blogs.
Okay.
So that was its, so it's got to be,
Really exciting.
So every drop of water at Boulder Beach is filtered, cleaned, and chemically balanced over and over again all day long. It's basically a giant sparkling clean science experiment that is regularly inspected, monitored, and held to very strict health department standards.
Okay, so
I know that Amanda knows.
Is it centrally cleaned?
Amanda knows.
Is it centrally cleaned? I'm asking you.
Yeah, don't we have one big giant thingy?
No. There's multiple different
per ride.
Not per ride, per like area per zone.
Yeah.
There's different filters that clean. Like I know Polywog and all of them, they have their own, and that's why some of the water can be warmer or not because they have different boilers, all that stuff. So there's different parts within the water park that are cleaning different rides and maintaining the water balance.
Which is really cool, and that's why it's so clean. Plus, we have amazing staff that's always over there making sure everything is clean. But Amanda, don't you have fun facts about that?
No.
She says no.
We had the Girl Scouts in, and they asked her a question about that, and she knew the answer, and I was just like mind blown.
It was like a very specific question, and I don't even remember
what it was. But she's good at this kind of stuff. Yeah. So this is why she's going to be our jury today. All right. I say we call a loyal listener and give away some tickets because it's a cold, dreary day, and we need to think about sunshine. Okay. So let's do the little psh. I can't do it without my wheel, Jordan.
We have a winner.
Okay, we're looking at number 389.
Hello,
Hey, is this Paula?
this is Paula.
Paula, this is Sara Jean and Jordan from the Silverwood Show Podcast here at Silverwood Theme Park. How are you?
Oh, hey, pretty good.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, we like to hear that. How are you surviving this cold weather?
Well, no complaints because we've got a very dry winter here in Oregon.
true.
So we're doing
all over the Northwest then. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at in Oregon.
we're in Portland.
Okay.
Nice. Well, yeah. So if you're not getting rain and all that, you're just loving it. So for sure. But you're still dreaming about summers at Silverwood, right?
Oh yeah, we talk about Silverwood every week because this will be our third summer in a row making plans to go.
That's
well,
amazing.
Guess what? You got a pair of tickets
Yeah.
to help
Here
you with
go.
that.
2 tickets to you.
Yes, you are our loyal listener this week. And so we got a pair of tickets for you.
Awesome.
And on top of that, a fun little game we want to play with you for your chance to win how much? $75 in Silverwood
Okay.
cash. You want to play?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. So this is a little game of true or false. I'm going to give you a statement. You tell me if it's true or false. You got a 50% chance of getting it right. Every time you get it right, you get $5. And then after we're done with the true and false questions, Jordan is going to play a fun little sound clip for you that's worth $50 if you can guess what right it is. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's go. So number 1, we sold over 8,000 turkey legs this last season.
True.
Correct.
$5.
All right, Paula, $5 in the bank. All right, next one. 600,000 riders took flight on Stunt Pilot in 2025.
False.
Yes, it was actually closer to like 500,000, but still quite a few. I saw
Okay,
that number.
okay.
Like 500,000. That's insane. Okay.
That's wild.
Right? Okay, the next one, you got $10 in the bank. Strawberries are Silverwood's key flavor.
No, false.
You are on a roll. It's huckleberries.
Huckleberries.
We love our
My
huckleberries.
favorite berry on the planet. That's my favorite berry on the planet.
I
Have
love
you
it.
had the soft serve?
Yes.
girl,
Last
yeah.
time we did.
Yes.
So good, right?
Oh my
Rave
gosh.
review.
Mm.
Yeah.
We always do this right before lunch, and then we're
I
like
know, we're so
hungry.
hungry.
Okay.
Paula, you got to dip the churro fries in the huckleberry soft
Oh, that's
serve.
so
It
good.
will change your life.
Wait, churro fries? That's a whole other
Yes.
level.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Churro
Okay.
fries.
Okay.
So that's your mission.
Plant-y.
That's your mission.
Okay.
Okay.
You can spend your $15 there.
Yes, right? But
There
you
you
got
go.
more. You got more coming. So on to the
Okay.
next one. Silverwood was once home to an elephant.
False.
That's actually
Actually
true. Back in
true.
1988,
Mm-hmm.
first couple years, there was an
Oh,
elephant.
That's cool. I can't imagine where, but that's cool.
Actually, so where the carousel is used to not be a carousel, and that used to be actual pony rides, and there was an elephant over there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you'd
Yes.
see him walking through the park. They'd lead him through the
Oh, my
park.
God,
and
how cute is that?
yeah, he'd go out to the
Crazy.
airstrip during the air shows and perform little, you
Yeah.
know,
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That's cute.
So-
Okay.
fun history there. Okay, next one. Boulder Beach opens in May.
This year, in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
June this year.
Not till
June.
June this year. But Silverwood
Okay.
opens in May.
Typically, it's
yeah.
kind of a trick question.
Yeah, it's a trick
But
question,
it's-
totally.
You still have $15.
And now you've got
Okay.
the chance at the sounder for
Yes.
$50.
So we are going to give you this soundbite. We're going to tell you that a person has guessed eagle hunt and it was wrong. So I'm going to play this soundbite for you, and then you get a guess for $50. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it comes. It's a short one. Here it comes. Okay. Do you know what ride that is?
I don't know the name of it.
That's fine. We can help you.
Mm-hmm.
A log ride?
The log flume?
Mm-hmm.
Log flume.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. That will move on to the next person, but you still got your $15.
Right on.
And a
And
pair of tickets.
2 tickets.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'll send you a text after we're off the podcast with all the details on getting that and going to Will Call. So from the same
Well,
number.
thank you guys. We'll be there for year 3.
We
Absolutely,
can't
can't
wait. And
wait.
hey, let us know when you're here. We'd love to meet you. So
Oh, that'd be fabulous. Thank you so much.
have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right.
Hey, Paula.
Paula did
That was
well.
great. Yeah. So she's excited for summer, just like us.
She's already counting down the days. It seems
Literally. I think so are we. Days like today when it's so dreary and cold,
It's
it's
true.
hard not to just imagine the sounds and the smells and all the things. And
Oh, well, let's debate about it.
yeah, let's argue about it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
The Big Drop.
Do I get to say it? I want to say it. Order in the court.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, should we bring Amanda in?
Yes, Amanda
And Jay.
and Jay.
Amanda and Jay are here.
So you guys have
Yes,
to
I'm here.
yeah. I may have bribed Jay earlier.
What?
Just kidding. I didn't.
Wait a minute.
I was like, this isn't cool.
I never received that bribe.
Yeah,
know,
that's
I know.
okay.
Bribe. I'm bribing you. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Should we explain how this
So who-
works again?
yes, explain it
Okay.
again.
Okay. So the concept of how this is going to work, this is Silverwood Court. One of us is going to present a case, and then the other is going to argue the opposite of what that is. Even if they don't
They have to argue
believe
the
it.
opposite.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And then Amanda and Jay are going to be our jury.
Is there a rebuttal, though?
What's a rebuttal?
That's
So,
when
like,
you argue again.
yeah. So, like, I would say a statement, you argue against it, and then I get a rebuttal to, like,
Oh, I think we do go back and forth. Yeah.
oh, okay. So we just go back
Yeah,
and forth, and should we
back
put
and
a
forth.
timer on?
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Or when it kind of naturally ends?
Ends. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Let's
guys,
do that.
You guys are
decide.
judges, so
Yeah.
you guys slam
Yeah,
the
you
gavel
guys-
and tell us when
Okay,
we're done.
Yeah, we're the
Oh, it's a
moderators.
There you go.
gavel. Why did I think it was a pavel?
A what?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
That's minus
don't.
1 point right there.
Can you tell I've never been
Not
to
off to
court
a
or
good
a jury
start,
duty
Sarah.
person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pavel.
A pavel. I thought it was a
Slam
pavel.
the pavel.
No.
No, it's a gavel.
Okay. So, and that's basically, so then at the end, whoever wins the most cases wins. But then we're going to kind of open it up to you guys who are listening to let us know
What
who
they think.
you thought
Yeah.
won and maybe start some new arguments of your own. So, because it's always fun, right?
It's true.
I mean, we can find anything to argue about
That's
these
true.
days. So let's
That's
do
true.
it. Do you
Okay.
want to start? Do you want me to start? You start.
I start?
Yeah.
Do you want me to start? Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Edible glitter is the best thing since sliced bread.
That is not nice, Jordan.
That's my stance. Argue against that.
That is not nice. That is not nice. Darn it. It's not because you don't know what it's made out of.
Oh wow! But you do if it's pretty, it enhances the elements of the whatever you're eating.
Yeah, but who wants to enhance the elements of what they're pooping?
Oh wow, we're gonna go that
We're
far.
going to go there.
You can't make something prettier, right? We want to make something prettier.
You can't make poo-poo prettier, Jordan.
We're gonna go a different route than.
Yeah. Do you guys want to start over?
Yeah.
What? Everybody poops.
Okay, but we're talking about that.
Edible glitter.
I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay, start over.
Okay.
Edible glitter.
My stance is edible glitter is the best thing since sliced bread.
Of course you'd say best. Of course you'd make me argue against
Yeah.
it. Jordan, that's not nice.
That's all you talk about is how you love
yeah.
edible glitter.
Well, I don't
So-
right now. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And
Okay.
you don't know what it's made out of.
Do you?
I
You-
don't know.
you-
Do you know? I don't know.
No, but it's definitely made of something edible.
Who says that? Remember when they used to do those little silver beads that you'd put on your Christmas cookies and found out later that that was like not good for you?
Okay, I didn't say it's not good for you. I
Yeah.
said it's edible.
It's edible, but it could
So
be
it's got to pass some food inspections to be edible.
maybe. What if it's like fiberglass and it's just cutting up your esophagus when you eat it?
This is
I'm just
theoretical.
saying,
Like,
theoretical.
I
mean,
think we
this
should.
is why it's
I
not
think we
the
should.
greatest
I
thing
think we
since
should
sliced
base
bread.
off of the facts, which the facts
Okay.
are it is edible.
It is edible, but it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Okay.
The greatest thing since sliced bread I won't even say it because I don't have
She
to argue
doesn't
about
know.
it later.
She
but,
does not know.
Oh, no, I do.
Oh, you do know?
It's one of my
Okay.
cases.
Well, it might be one of my cases too.
Oh,
So you better get to it quick.
I wouldn't be surprised with that. But
But it makes things pretty. People like it. People like to buy it because it is pretty. And putting it in a drink, and our food and beverage team enjoys it, loves
but
it.
without sliced bread, Jordan, you wouldn't have sandwiches.
You know what?
You wouldn't
I have a
have any of those things.
My perfect rebuttal to that is
Yeah.
it's since sliced bread, not in replace of sliced bread.
No,
Okay.
it's not up there. It's
We're gonna
not up
go-
there.
let's
I
go to the
can't- I
judges.
can't do pickles and peanut butter and honey on edible glitter.
Let's go to the judges. They're deliberating right now. I can hear them.
Peanut butter,
Yeah,
pickles,
we've
and honey.
we're deciding this one for Jordan.
Yeah.
Sarah was at a distinct disadvantage.
Pretty easy.
That was not nice,
But we
Jordan.
will add that might have been a
Oh,
sucker
here we
punch.
go again. Sarah. I think it's
Sorry,
Sarah.
that
Is
that was a
Sarah?
little unfair.
That was unfair.
But guess what? All is fair.
You better go buy me a jar of edible glitter after that. That was not nice.
Maybe we'll slice up your insides.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, next
All right.
one. Go
well,
ahead.
Since we're on it, fruit fetty funnel cakes are the best food in the park.
False.
No, it is
100%
true. No,
false.
it's true. They're photogenic and IG worthy. Tell
Okay.
me what other food in the park looks so good, like behind a camera. Or in
I can
front of a
tell you
camera.
probably 6.
No.
Yeah. Every single ice cream flavor I think looks good. The fruit fetty funnel cake with all the the cereal and all that stuff on top, it just is. It kind of feels chaotic.
No,
I
no,
would
no, no,
I
no,
would
no.
say I'm talking. I would say that you should say most photogenic. That's
Well,
what
no,
we're
it's the best
arguing.
food in the park.
Okay, but photogenic is your
It's
key
my
argument.
No, that was just my first argument.
Okay.
I've got plenty.
Okay.
But you just don't stop talking, and
Everybody got to realize she wrote out all of her arguments because she doesn't know them in her head.
I do know them in my head.
I think it's actually not even third best in the Sugar Shack. So
no,
I think the Huckleberry, we are a Huckleberry Park. Huckleberry funnel cakes is better. But on top of that, I would say that the cinnamon rolls in the front and actually probably any of the pastries are better.
Okay, let me get, first of all, fruit fetty funnel cakes. They're shareable for the whole entire family. You know what that makes it? A memory, an experience, something special. You take pictures with your really pretty fruit fetty funnel cake. You got your family around you. Everybody's got whipped cream on their upper lip, whatever. It is a destination food. It's not just fuel. It's blah, boring. Also, it's an event all in itself. It is an experience. And what is Silverwood about? Experiences, making memories. Plus, basically, it has its own fan club. It's all over social media. And
Proof?
there's always a line, which tells me. Plus, we have a special. It's only $5. Is it before or after 5?
Before 5. You don't
Yeah.
even know the special.
Because I'm stuck in the office.
All your points, I think, are valid, but I think they're more valid for the ice creamery.
No.
Because the signature scoop is 5 scoop. And how many people you say,
Sharing ice cream is disgusting.
What is the bigger memory for them? Eating,
creamy things, sharing something creamy?
can't even talk, eating a funnel cake together or this signature scoop ice cream cone that is 5 scoops that has been here since, I don't know, before I was here. The fruit fetty funnel cake has only been here probably for 4 years. I think it's probably 4 years now. So as far as memories go, that's a short-term memory versus a long-term memory. And you have so many different flavors that you can choose from in the ice creamery. You can change up the flavors in between. It is a way better memory maker, sharing dessert, and just why? You'd rather
I have a
share whipped
phobia
cream?
with sharing ice cream. I don't know why. Like even sharing out of a shake straw. That's just my own personal
Yeah.
No, I don't do the whipped cream either. Like they would have to tear it. See, I don't have to share a spoon.
Okay, so it's not really shareable.
yeah,
Got it.
no, it is, but you don't have to double dip.
Okay, but that's the same thing you could say
Yeah.
with ice cream because you could each have your own scoop.
Yeah, but your own spoon all together in one thing. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah, germs.
All right.
Judges.
Germs are bad.
Here we go. I can hear them talking.
Yeah.
I know.
I think we're going to have to go with Jordan again.
Oh!
He does
But we still love you, Sarah.
He does love his ice cream. Now, mind you, everybody that's listening, Jordan is the boss. So
No, that's not the reason.
we got a couple people
Wait a
over there
minute.
doing a little brown nosing because I don't pay their paychecks.
I do not care if you guys vote for Sarah, as long as I have one more than her. Okay.
Oh.
My
your
next
turn,
one.
Your turn.
The best,
Be nice.
The best coaster in the park is Tremors.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm
Do you
arguing
agree?
that.
Do you
I'm
agree?
arguing that. Yeah. Wait.
You totally agree?
No, I don't agree.
'Kay.
I do not agree.
'Kay.
I think the best coaster in the park is Stunt Pilot.
Okay. Why?
And, well, am I supposed to tell you why Stunt Pilot is or why Tremors isn't?
Valid both ways.
Valid both ways? Okay. So I'm going to say Stunt Pilot just because it's a single track and you can put your arms out like you're flying. And what little kid or adult for that matter hasn't dreamt of flying like in your dreams, and you're just free as a bird and it's super smooth, and the fact that you don't have anybody that's going to vomit next to you, you don't have to deal with that person who's not really big into roller coasters. Like, you can put them behind you if you don't like it. Plus, you can sit anywhere on Stunt Pilot and it's incredible. Front, back, doesn't matter. And it pays homage to the history of the park because of Gary's past flight experience and Henley Aerodrome. And it's got a really cool airplane. I really like flying. And I used to fly when I was a little girl. So, yeah, started flying when I was 12. And it's very much the same. Coming from someone who has done it before, it is very, very, very similar. So that's
Cool.
why it's better.
Rebuttal.
Rebuttal.
Tremors.
Rebuttal. So you talked about it being in line, right? It's a single
Single track.
track. I actually find that as a negative because I want to ride by someone that I can make a memory with. And so, like, when I'm riding with my daughter,
Yeah.
who rode the first time on Stunt Pilot, and it was amazing, I couldn't see her face the whole time. So when I am riding Tremors, I can look over and see her face. Also,
But
Tremors.
you can do that on any roller coaster.
Tremors, true, but that's my preference. And then also, Stunt Pilot is actually a clone of two other roller coasters. So it is the exact same as one in California and Texas. Tremors is completely unique, and by itself, nothing is like it. So I would rather ride something like that that is unique, has the better drop, the higher drop, has the faster speeds. Both of them have pictures, but I'd rather have a picture with me next to someone and making a memories that's worth repeating.
That is valid. That's definitely valid. You don't go upside down, though.
It's true.
Stunt Pilot, you go upside down.
It's also
Everybody loves going upside down.
not everybody, but it's also about a minute shorter in length.
Oh, even now with the retrack and how fast Tremors is,
It's
because
short.
my goodness.
It's short.
Yeah. So, but better view of the park from Stunt Pilot. You get to see the whole entire park from up there, and because you're upside down, looking down at it, which is
Okay.
amazing. But you really get the chance to feel. How often do you get to feel like a true stunt pilot, like the Red Bull pilots that are doing their little crazy stunts and all that good stuff, and really get a chance to fly?
Sure, but I mean,
So-
you did talk about the history of the park and how that ties
Yeah.
homage. Tremors is the history of the park. It doesn't talk about the history. It is the history. And once Tremors came on the scene, it was a top 10 roller coaster on the National Archives database. And so, in my opinion, yes, it fell off. But now that it is back to its smoother, which in my opinion, it is smoother than Stunt Pilot now.
I think so.
It has a better rewritability. You actually go under the gift shop, which I think is really unique, and then over the pathway. It's just better.
One more thing
Okay, let's hear
about
it.
Stunt Pilot and why Stunt Pilot is better, because I am all about all things local, and it was an RMC coaster, wasn't it? No? Am I wrong?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
Don't look at me like that. But
It is.
it's local, and I love local things. And so yes, they did the retrack on Tremors, but that wasn't their coaster. So you're
Sure.
straight out of Hayden, straight local coaster right here on site, built by RMC.
Yeah,
which is super
but it
cool.
doesn't get much more local than Gary Norton himself designing the layout of the track of Tremors.
Okay.
Just,
Mic drop.
Can we say draw?
We can say draw.
Okay,
Sure.
that one's going to be a draw because
a good
you
one.
both did really well on that one.
Okay, great.
yeah.
Draw.
Well, we
High
thought
five.
you both had real valid
don't-
points for sure.
High five.
High five.
We both had valid points. Who had
really bad
better
at high fives.
valid points?
All right.
Can I kick him in the shit
No,
now? Can I kick him in
okay.
the shit? Okay.
Go
okay,
ahead.
Okay.
Your next
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sasquatch
Okay.
is not scary.
Okay.
So do I get to start or do you
No,
start?
I start.
Okay. Sasquatch is not scary.
In what world is a over 9 foot tall mammoth of a beast that roams the forest by himself not scary?
Well, I can tell you.
Okay, please tell me.
As someone who spends a lot of time roaming in the woods by herself and wishing that I would see something like Sasquatch, he's definitely not scary. He's got
Look
fur.
at your notes. Check your
Anything with fur. Hey, don't make fun of me. Anything with fur. This is ADHD. See, when ADHD happens, I can't talk and think at the same time, so I have to write everything down.
Okay.
Don't make fun of my disability. Okay.
I'm not making fun of anything.
He's furry. Anything furry is not dangerous. Just like tarantulas, they're furry. They're not dangerous because they're super cute and fluffy. He's super goofy. He's iconic. He hasn't been seen in any horror movies. He's just like folklore, North Idaho folklore. And have you ever actually talked to him? How do you know he's scary? He's sitting out there hiding like a shy little timid thing out in the woods, not wanting anybody to find him. What if he just wants a friend and a hug? You know what I mean? He's friend-shaped. I thought that was really important because I think he's
Friend-shaped?
Yes, he's friend-shaped. He's shaped like a friend, like that you
I
would
need a
want to
li-
hug
I
and
need a little
shake his
more
hand. And
explanation.
I think about Chewbacca.
Okay.
Chewbacca is the sweetest. You know what I mean? And that's basically what Sasquatch is. He is a modern day version of Chewie.
Okay.
Yeah, or a historical version because that would have been the future. But whatever. Okay. Also, so this is okay. This is my main point. Children, if he was scary, would children be super excited to see him on the train? And would they be buying stuffed animals that look like him in the gift shop to cuddle at night? That right there shows that he's a cuddly, snuggly, huggable, and children have the best judge of character. They know.
Okay.
Kids know.
Okay. So I think the debate here is whether we're talking about the fake Sasquatch that's in our woods versus
He's not fake.
the folklore real Sasquatch that's out in the
We're talking about
woods.
Silverwood.
You didn't? Did you say Silverwood Sasquatch?
This is Silverwood debate. So
Okay,
it
Silverwood
has
debate.
to be. Yeah.
First of all, your first point of anything with fur is not scary. I think that is 100% false. If you met a grizzly bear in the woods by
wish.
you wish with cubs. I don't think so. I think you
Just
do
don't
not
get in
wish.
between them.
Exactly, because it's scary.
That's not scary.
It would be scary. Yes, it would.
Bear spray.
Would be scary.
No,
A lion.
they're super cute. I would feed my salmon to a grizzly. Like I would share my dinner.
We're gonna have to find a new PR manager after this happens because this is not, so.
Sasquatch is not scary.
Even though there maybe not, I'm sure there actually are horror movies that feature Sasquatch. Maybe his
I
friend
can't think of
the Yeti. Oh, you know all
He's
of
not
them.
a Yeti though. He is a Sasquatch.
Which-
That's like
which-
saying that a grizzly bear and a polar bear are the same thing, and they're not the same thing.
Why is one scarier?
They're not the same thing.
Is one scarier?
How about a cute little brown bear?
Okay.
A little cub.
Okay.
That's not as scary as a Yeti. Or
Okay.
a polar bear.
Oh,
So I have to take notes.
the thing is,
Yeah.
is that the Sasquatch. You can't say that everything that furry. Have you met him? Have you talked to him? Do you know how?
Sasquatch does not speak. He's shy. And shy things, they're just timid. He's timid and he's scared. And that's why he's hiding in the woods because he just wants someone to be his friend and save him
But all
from
of
the
the-
mean robbers who put him in a net.
All of this is ethereal, based off of your interpretation.
And you saying that he's
of
scary
Sasquatch.
is also based off of your interpretation. So
Sure, but I'm
he is
rebutting
sweet.
your.
He's kind of like, you know that weird uncle that you've got that kind of lives in the woods, but you love him so much.
Pretty scary.
But he went through the divorce and he's now he's just fishing and hanging out in the woods for a living.
We don't
just,
talk about Bruno.
You know, that's how Sasquatch is. He's just a sweet old man hanging out fishing, just minding his own business.
Okay. Well,
He's kind of like
let's
that.
let's hear it from the judges. debating over there. Okay.
So after much
Are you guys writing down our
Oh,
points?
yeah,
Good for you.
definitely,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I'm actually just drawing some
with
good-
notes.
Yeah, Jay's back there doodling.
Yeah.
You know he is.
Okay, so we're gonna give this one to Sarah because she had a great premise, and we ultimately agree with the premise.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good job, Sarah.
you.
You got one. Good job.
Where's my little thingy?
She might have said more words.
If it says Jordan again, I'm gonna kick you in the shin.
Sara.
Okay, thank you.
Sara.
Why is it SH?
I don't know.
Sara.
Don't ask me.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Going on to the next one.
Okay.
If I could ride the same ride all day without getting off, it would be the train.
Okay. If I could ride the same ride all day without getting off, it would be Tremors because we
Okay.
did it.
No, we
And-
didn't.
yes, well, kind of. That's a
No,
long
we
part of a
didn't.
day. I mean, we were out there for a long time.
Not a whole day.
Well, tell me what a whole
Open
day.
to close.
Open to close? I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then I would show myself that I was brave and that I was strong and that I didn't throw up. I mean, I get a little patch for that. You know what I mean? I could go get a patch
No,
because
you're
I
still
did
on
it all day.
You're still on Tremors.
I'm still on Tremors. I can't buy a patch.
Well, maybe
Someone
after
can
the
buy
day
a patch
closes.
for me. And I know on Tremors that I can juggle and I can tie
You cannot
ties around
juggle.
my
I
neck.
know you can't
And I
juggle.
can draw pictures and I can do word searches and I can put on makeup and I could eat a whole signature scoop of
Yeah,
ice cream.
it's
I can
true.
do all of that on Tremors. Not that you can't do that on the
I was
train,
gonna
but I'm
say,
saying
you just
the-
made my
the
argument right there.
reward- The reward, though, of being able to do it on Tremors is so much more than doing it on the train. Like, that's just bleh.
Yeah.
And you get bored going through the woods the same time over and over and over and over and over again. Whereas on Tremors, it's always gonna feel different. Always. Because as you get sicker and sicker and sicker, yeah, it's more of an accomplishment.
Sicker and sicker. I think you just proved my point right
no,
there.
it's an accomplishment.
First of all, you can do
Bravery.
everything that you talked about as far as juggling and eating and all that kind of stuff on Tremors more effectively. Because if I
On Tremors, more effectively. I agree.
on the
Yeah,
train
yeah.
more effectively. Because if I recall, when you rode Tremors, your ice cream fell on the ground, and you weren't able to actually eat it. So
I scooped it up and I ate it later. Okay, I'm kidding. I didn't
you didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
And then also,
Thought about it
I
all.
don't think there's anything more repetitive than riding the same roller coaster over and over again. When you ride the train, you go through the woods, which could feature different animals. You could actually see real animals in like deer, elk, all of them that are actually in the woods going the train. You also have entertainment where you have a ranger of some sort providing some sort of commentary or humor throughout your ride around the park. When you get back to the train depot, you are a hop, skipping away from Lindy's restaurant. So you could just call to them, hey, can you get me some food? And they could bring it over to you. And if you're thirsty, you could call to the Victorian, hey, I would love some coffee. They could bring it over to you. On Tremors, you are not near anything that could give you anything to eat or ingest. And like you said, you'd probably throw it up.
Here's the difference. You might be seeing a wild animal. Maybe.
You have a better chance.
Most of them probably are animatronic.
But you have
and
a better
not
chance
real.
than riding Tremors, right?
No, because I don't know if you've ever people watched in the park before. I'm going to see some wild stuff on
Going
Tremors.
63 miles an hour.
Over and over again, yes, because there's the slow climb up and you can see everything below. And I can people watch the different people that are getting on Tremors with me, their different facial expressions, the ones that are scared, the ones that are happy. Super entertaining, because what's one of the best things at a theme park? People watching. We love people watching. So there's my wild animals.
Yeah.
Way more fun, and guaranteed I'm going to see them. If I want food, I'm probably going to get food easier than you are, because you can yell into Lindy's and they're so busy. They're not going to stop what they're doing to go get you food. Whereas I can yell to the person who's waiting for me and they're going to run anywhere in the park to go get it for me, and they're going to bring it back. And by the time I get back, it'll be there waiting.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I could actually pull out my phone and text anybody I wanted.
Yeah.
On Tremors, you couldn't. All right.
This is good.
Let's
while
give
we're
this a go.
while we're in the barn.
All right, we've decided it's gonna can't go to Jordan.
Yeah.
Sorry, you should have picked something other than turmeric.
Yeah,
It's just my own experience.
I thought you were going to pick Lazy River, which would have been a hard debate.
That's what I was gonna say.
I was thinking Dry Park. I was
know.
thinking Dry
Lazy
Park.
River was
yeah.
my only debate with Lazy River was you're going to get nice and pruny. That was the only thing I could think of.
Which, why don't we head into that one then?
Go ahead.
So,
you have something?
I have something.
Okay.
On to the next. Ready? Boulder Beach is better than the Dry Park. Fight me.
Okay. The Dry Park, not always as dry. You have Thunder Canyon, which is a way that you can cool
The
down.
Dry Park's not, and I like that. Sorry.
You know, right? You have log flume, you have bumper boats.
Yeah.
You have ways to get wet. If it is anything below 90 degrees, 80, 85 degrees, which I would say a majority of our preseason and postseason, all the way up to basically mid-July and the end of August, it is a cooler time frame. So I would rather spend my time over on the Dry Park side. There's also, I think, in my opinion, better food options over there with a sit-down restaurant at Lindy's, including all of the entertainment is on the Dry Park side.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. No shoes, no shirt, no problem.
Okay.
Life is just way more relaxing over at Boulder Beach. And I don't know if you've been into that wonderful new food establishment that we have there called Rapids Grill.
That's good, yes.
You don't have to wait, and there's that beautiful air that blows on you. That's my favorite part. When you walk right in, and oh my gosh, the chicken and waffles are incredible. You've got the pizzas.
Okay.
You've got all these things that you can just grab and go, and it's quick, so you can get right back out into the sun. We've got cabanas over at Boulder Beach. This is the biggest thing. Let me just go and make this one big, giant umbrella, because Dry Park, there's nowhere to sit. You go to Boulder Beach, you're sitting. You've got lounge chairs. You've got cabanas. You can lay out on the grass and into the ground and on your beach towel, and you can relax. You can relax in the lazy river. For those of us who don't want to run like 5 miles back and forth in the Dry Park, Boulder Beach is where it's at. The Dry Park feels chaotic. So sometimes, like, after a long day or a long week at work, you want to go and relax. When you go on vacation, do you go somewhere chaotic or do you go to the beach? You go to the beach and you lay in the sun and you enjoy the sand and the salt and the air and the sounds and the sunscreen. And also, number one reason, Boulder Beach has a way better soundtrack than the Dry Park. Like, that soundtrack, that'll change your mood no matter what. If you're in a grumpy mood because you waited in a line for something all day, or you just get to the park and maybe parking was rough, whatever, the mood is going to change walking into Boulder Beach. It might actually kind of stay the same going to the Dry Park and all the chaos, because you walk in and you hear the Beach Boys and all of a sudden, you're surfing USA or whatever, and life is good.
Okay.
So
couple debates I would have.
Okay.
As far as the soundtrack goes, I've never really met a person on the Dry Park side that begrudges the soundtrack as much as the lifeguards do over in the aquatic side, the water park side.
They're not a guest, though.
It doesn't matter, because they have the most experience over there dealing with that soundtrack, because they hear the same thing over and over and over and over again. Point number one. Point number two.
Fiddles over and over and over again would not drive people crazy.
No, at least there's no. I think the key part of that is the words, and all. I think just background. I think exactly. You're proving my point. Also, your debate about sitting spaces. In my opinion, there are a lot of sitting spaces over in the Dry Park side. Especially when you're waiting for rides. There's a big grassy area. If you really wanted to lay out, you could lay out in the big grassy area over there. There's actually way more shade on the Dry Park side that you can sit under and enjoy. And then you talk about chaos. Chaos was a big part of it for you. I don't think there's anything more chaotic than the water park in August on a Saturday. If it is more than 90 degrees, everybody's on that side, where the theme park side is actually a pretty nice time and be able to walk on any ride that you would like. And to end, the only way that you could actually leave the park is through the Dry Park side. And so if I need to go out to my car and grab some food or anything like that, or get a change of clothes, whatever it may be, the only side you can be on is the Dry Park side.
the thing with the dry park and not chaos, it's still chaos. You go and you find a place to sit. I think about someone like my mom who can't get down off the ground and back up. So she's going to have to go sit at a picnic table, which there aren't as many of those. And if you do find them, they're covered in ketchup and stickiness. And it's just, maybe you're not hungry. Whereas,
wait, you're saying there's not as many picnic tables on the dry park side compared to the water park side?
No, I'm saying there's not as many places to sit. I'm still saying that. I'm saying, like, for someone like my mom who can't get on and off the ground, she's going to have to choose a picnic table, which is probably covered with, crumbs and ketchup and different random things and the smell of the garbage can and all of this. Whereas that's an experience for sure. But the Boulder Beach experience, when you want to go sit and you want to get a lounge chair or any of those things, you're still experiencing it. So you're by the wave pool. So do I want to sit at a picnic table with little kids screaming because they're upset because they didn't get what they wanted to eat? Or they're little kids that are playing in the wave pool having the best time of their lives while I am eating some churros dipped in soft serve from Sweet and Salty and listening to this awesome music? Because I'm a guest. I'm not working there. So I'm not thinking about it. I know that as someone who does work here, sitting in Lindy's and listening to that soundtrack all day and the fiddles all day, that drives me crazy. And so,
but to use your argument, you are a worker.
Here's another thing, though. But you said workers, so we're talking about guests. We're not talking about workers. Right. So that fact of yours is off the table.
Okay,
but
then don't
I
debate
will
it.
say this: if you go to Boulder Beach, your phone's algorithm is going to hear it and it's going to send you more really cool music.
Oh, really?
Whereas when you hang out in the dry park all day, and Jay, you know this, all of a sudden everything on your Spotify playlist becomes fiddles.
Okay.
And nobody wants to hear when they get home.
Does everyone agree that that soundtrack makes everybody smile?
Boulder Beach? Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Dry park.
Boulder Beach.
Last little debate for me is that if you want to see Parrot FX or the Magic Show, you have to be on the dry park side. If you want to see any actual live animal, it's the dry park side.
You can see the buffalo from
Where?
the top of the
No, not really.
Yes, you can.
You want to see the real buffalo? You ride the train. That's on the dry park side. Okay, let's see who wins this one.
Oh, man. Are you doing the math over there? I'm just
They're taking like points
They're
per
points
point.
per point.
Oh, okay,
I like this.
okay.
I want to
I'm
see your.
analytical. I'm just being emotional about it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sarah.
It's okay. Can you tell I'm not a good arguer?
Yeah.
You're doing really well.
Yes, yes.
But Jordan is
I love
actually
love.
really good at it.
Oh, he's great at it.
Yeah.
He's great at it. We know this.
He
This
got
is
you
why
with the
he's wanted
sucker
to do
punch and the
this.
parrot
Yeah.
effects.
I
man.
know.
He got you there.
I know
That's
where she
true,
hurts.
and you
That was the
know
ace
I
card.
love my birds. You know I love my birds. So Gypsy would be very upset at me for not choosing the dry park.
All right.
So,
Well, I think that we have one more each.
yeah, one more each. Yeah. Are you ready? Do we have time for one more each?
Yes. Well, we could cut out ones that we don't
Okay,
really like.
okay,
We'll do one more
okay.
each. My turn.
Oh, the one where I won? That's the one you're going to cut out? Yeah.
My turn.
We know that. We know that.
We'll just try to. We'll make it look like it's more competitive than it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
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 I'm trying to pick between these three.
Be nice, Jordan.
Okay. The best day to visit in 2026 is July 12th. This is why. It's because it's a Sunday, which is a less busy day. It's still the weekend, less busy day. Also, July, it's right between our prime time of 4th of July, and then when it actually really does get busy would be the next weekend after the 12th. July is a lot more consistent weather than any other month in the summer. So I would rather visit then than any other day. It's the best day to visit.
Okay. Okay. Valid. Interesting choice of dates. A little bit random.
Trying to throw you off.
You know, it did. It did. But I'm going to go with the best day would be the Sunday of Labor Day weekend. That would be mine because Boulder Beach is still open. We're celebrating the last weekend of summer, and nothing screams summer more, obviously, than Silverwood. The temperatures are perfect. Like that first weekend of that Labor Day weekend, we have really, really good weather usually. And it's kind of in between. You're not dying of heat. You're not freezing. It's just that perfect heading into school. One last thing to look forward to. We have the car show that weekend as well. So you've got a little added bonus on top. And I know that Amanda works really, really hard to make sure that goes up without a hitch. And she goes through a lot every single season. But if you love vintage cars, you love that whole Americana vibe, which we are America's theme park after all, why wouldn't you come there on Labor Day to celebrate the last weekend before you have to go back to school, go back to work and all of that and say goodbye to summer?
Yeah, you make some good valid points, but not all of them are great. You got to talk to our jury, which our jury is Amanda and Jay. I don't think Labor Day is her favorite time of the year.
But she's not a guest. We're not talking about employees.
She's working.
She's working. I
She's
know,
working.
but
So
she's not a guest.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You're talking about visiting.
From a
You're
guest
not
perspective.
from a guest perspective, not
Great.
a worker.
Let's go to a guest perspective. Guest perspective.
Yes.
The Sunday of Labor Day is probably our 5th or 6th busiest day of the entire summer. So if you want crowds, great. Come during that time. But the Sunday of the 12th is not going to be nearly, it's probably half of the total visitors that would be on that day on the Sunday of Labor Day. Also, this year, 2026, Labor Day is a lot later. It's the latest I think it actually can be. And so there is a lot of kids that are actually back in school. So it makes it really hard for them to come out and enjoy the park during that time.
It doesn't, because they still get Monday off.
It's harder to take a vacation for sure, instead of in summer when everybody actually does have that time off. Every single person. That's except for if you're doing homeschool or summer school.
Yeah,
Sorry,
everybody's
summer
a
school.
little
Everybody
bit.
else,
Everybody's
sure.
a little bit different.
More than
Yeah,
Labor Day,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
More than Labor Day.
Okay. So, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Do you not go out and see the 4th of July fireworks because there's people? Do
No.
you not do certain things as families? There's reason that certain things are busy. And it's because of the vibe. It's because of the energy, the way that it feels, and the way that the park feels on Labor Day weekend with the car show, with everything going on, and with that celebration of it being the last weekend of summer and the last weekend of Boulder Beach. The energy is unreal. Whereas the energy on July 12th, it's just another park day. It's nothing special. But you come out on that Sunday of Labor Day, you still got another day off before you have to go back to work. You had your Saturday before, maybe you're on the lake all day. You've got this, your family is probably with you. You've probably got everybody together one last time before going back home and starting the mundane of, the work week and all of that. And the energy is just different. And yeah, there might be more lines. Might be more things. But when you go downtown to go watch the fireworks on the 4th of July or New Year's or whatever it is, yeah, there's traffic. There's certain things that we endure just to have that experience and that memory.
Yeah. But that wouldn't make it the best day to visit for
It
me.
would for me.
Have you been here on the Sunday of Labor Day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's one of my favorite memories of the park.
Really?
Because it was with one of my best friends before I moved to Arizona. We came out here Labor Day weekend. We spent the time at Boulder Beach. We had the best time.
Yeah. So it was more of the company than the day.
Because you have more company on Labor Day because everybody has that last weekend. People are coming home that have been gone all summer. You get to spend time with your actual close family and friends.
I don't know about that, guys.
Whereas
What do you guys think
July
over
12th,
there?
Everyone's going to be
What do
at
you
somebody's
think?
wedding, gosh knows where. And yeah.
We are debating the 12th of July versus the Sunday of Labor Day, one of the busiest weekends of the year.
Okay, so this was really hard. We're going to give it to Jordan, but with a caveat.
Caveat.
Okay, so Labor Day is always going to be busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know that. So you saying that here is not going to really affect anything. But you telling everybody that that's the best day and making such a good argument, now everybody's going to be there.
You're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. The point has been proven.
That's a marketing point.
Exactly.
The 12th.
And
Come
that is
on,
how
the
we
12th.
market through arguing.
Yeah, we're gonna it's gonna be the 12th, but it's a huge day. We're like,
And
what
Amanda's
happened?
going to be like, why is no one registered for the car show
It's
this
so
year?
crazy.
So in other words,
Okay.
everybody come for
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend because
Last
there's not going to be
one.
anybody there. Okay.
Last one.
Oh, this one's fun. Okay. well, do I want that one or that one?
I don't know.
We're going to do this. Well,
do that one. Maybe this one.
Okay. How about this? The best first ride of the day.
Okay, great. I have strong opinions about this one.
Okay, I know you do. Is not a roller coaster.
Okay.
It's something a little more laid back, something like the log flume or the train. Do you want me to give you my reason why? Or do I do it after you argue? I still haven't figured that out.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I can go.
Go
okay.
ahead. Yes,
okay.
because I like to get my points from
okay.
what you say.
So the best first ride of the day is not a roller coaster. It's not any of that. It's easing into things. You want to get to the park and you just kind of want to ease into things. That gives you a chance to maybe ride the train and look at the map and figure out with your family what you're going to do. You're not wasting any time. You're not doing the run of the bulls anywhere. It kind of sets the tone for the day. So if you start out kind of easy and get that stuff kind of, one of those things, you can still save one for the end, but get something like that out of the way. You're kind of just, I know the way that my body reacts to things. If I just jump right in, I'm immediately exhausted, right? Whereas if I can kind of ease into the day, maybe I'll last longer. It's kind of like, when you're running a marathon, they tell you it's not a sprint. Like you just got to kind of slow the pace and then speed up as you go. And that's how you win a race. And so same thing with Silverwood. I think you kind of ease in a little bit slowly and then you start amping things up as you start to get ready. Plus, you can kind of soak in the vibes of the park and kind of see like what places are starting to get busy. You're on the train, you get to see the whole entire park. You see what's busy, you see what's not busy. And honestly, I don't want to go ride a roller coaster first thing, potentially. Maybe I just ate, maybe I have an empty stomach, doesn't matter. And all of a sudden I'm sick and I've ruined my entire day at Silverwood.
So let me ask you, when is the best time to ride a roller coaster?
You ease into it.
But when?
That wasn't part of the argument. You ease it. You get to decide.
Okay.
But I'm saying the first ride.
First ride.
The first ride is not the best to be a roller coaster.
So
you
it's
should
just
do
not
the
a roller
train
coaster.
or you should do the log flume or something that's super low key, just kind of to get a feel of the park.
Well, I would love to argue the opposite of that. A roller coaster is the exact ride you should go on first. Mostly because if you want to make the most of your day, you need to ride something that's going to have a longer line throughout the day, right? Because you want to be one of the first here. So you get here, you go to, if it's open, Aftershock.
It's never open.
Timber Terror, then. We'll go to Timber Terror.
Yeah.
Tremors has a shorter line, so you could do that later. Stunt Pilot can get long, so you could do that quickly on the way, maybe hit Timber Terror. You talk about mapping out your time. You should never do that when you're actually at the park. You should do that prior to visiting the park so that...
Should and do are two different things.
100%, but we're talking ethereal here. So you should map out your time at the park before you get to the park by reading the blog, listening to the podcast, all that type of thing. There has never been in the history of rope drops, if you get here early, someone who doesn't go to the most popular ride in the park first.
Drop?
Like right when the ropes drop.
Oh, okay.
You go to the very most popular ride in the entire park. And that is by far, in a way, our roller coasters. And if you want to get technical on roller coaster versus coaster, I would argue that Eagle Hunt is a coaster. So that side, I would go to Eagle Hunt if you're going to the water park. The train would definitely not be my first ride. Reason is because typically that is not an actor-led train ride. And so I would rather wait and do something that's later with an actor-led train ride, probably around the 12 o'clock hour, because that's typically the first actor-led train ride. Other than that, I'm very much the opposite. I have not eaten yet. I've eaten my lunch, my breakfast. It's been 3 hours since I've eaten, so I'm prime and my stomach is ready to ride a roller coaster.
So this is my debate on this. Not everyone is like Jordan. A lot of you out there, you're a lot like me. And as much as we would love to plan things, we do not have the time in our day. So we are just doing things on a whim. We're like, hey, family, we got our season pass or whatever, or we just got tickets. We don't know what day we're going to use. Let's go today because there's no dates on the tickets. And so it's a perfect day, perfect weather. We didn't plan ahead. We're hopping in the car. We're coming to Silverwood. And no, we might not have had any time to plan because life is chaotic. You know, being a mom, even though I'm a dog mom, but it's chaotic. You know what I mean? So not everyone is always planning ahead, planning out what they're going to eat before they ride the roller coaster. You got kids who, this one decided to have Lucky Charms. This one decided to have, bacon and eggs. that one got a tummy ache. That one didn't. And the roller coaster is going to be the thing that causes the upswing because we don't always plan. You can't plan for these things. Sometimes life is a little bit unmanageable. And so you get there and all of a sudden, do you really want to have to come back to the train at noon when you've already immersed yourself in the park? No, you want to hop on that train right when you get there. And I heard that, I mean, it's not like, are we really? I don't think that there's going to be a robbery. Is there? So will that matter if we miss the certain time frames of the train this season, or is it all going to be the same? I don't know. I don't know. But so hopping on the train, or if you go to Boulder Beach first, you don't want to ride Eagle Hunt first. No, you want to get that lounge chair so that you can chill for the rest of the day. So, or go get that tube before the tubes run out at the lazy river so you can chill. And then in between chill zones, you go and you do your crazy stuff and you amp it up. You amp it up throughout the day, and then you leave the biggest for the grand finale, and you just say, I'm done, and you leave with that great taste in your mouth that it was exceptional, rather than leaving it with, I did something lazy and loungy that was forgettable at the end.
No. you'll end with the ride that you probably, a lot of people end with the ride they started with, which is probably the most intense ride that they did because the lines are less. And that's when you want to ride these rides, is when the lines are at their lowest point, and that is right at the beginning of the day. Most people are visiting the park and
at the end of the
and
day.
they are coming out and coming through the gates probably around like the 11:30 to 12 o'clock mark. So that's when we're going to start to get the bigger crowds coming through the park. They are also going to leave more around the 8 o'clock hour after the water park closes. So you are right. I would want to do the end of the day as a big roller coaster, but I'd want to start it off because in between there, I'm doing all the rides that aren't going to have as long of lines that I'm going to be competing with other people for. Beginning of the day is the roller coaster time. You can go check all of our podcasts and listen to
Jordan's opinion on every single podcast.
No,
and not the real person who has not grown up in a theme park.
You can listen to all of our inside scoops, and almost every single one says what to do first is go all the way to the end, try to do Aftershock, and then work your way back.
And then we have people. Let me just bring up a past podcast guest who went and did Aftershock at the beginning. How was she feeling for the rest of the day? She couldn't eat the funnel cake. She couldn't do any of the things. The girl had to run to the bathroom right off the bat. We had to spend all of this time seeking down medical assistance for her poor headache and tummy ache because she wasn't prepared. She lost her eyelashes, and she almost threw up after Aftershock doing it first thing. So why do you want that to be your day and setting the tone for your day when you can ease in, prepare yourself, build up that stamina, build up that bravery, and then just tackle everything.
I'm actually glad you brought this person up.
Yeah.
Because Aftershock wasn't the first ride we did. We actually did Stunt Pilot first.
Yeah.
And then we did
Even
Tremors.
more reason why
And then
she
we did
was sick.
Timber Tear. And then we did Aftershock. So the first thing that she did not get her sick. The reason why she was sick is she took Dramamine or ibuprofen on an empty stomach. So
But she
you
took
need to
that
prepare
Dramamine
yourself.
because she was not feeling well after the first roller coaster. And no, she didn't
No.
have time to prepare herself.
took it actually before she
because
got to the
you wanted
park.
to keep riding roller coasters. And she
Kelly,
probably should
if you're
ate some
listening,
food.
please set this straight. But there is also the big point is we were filming a promotion with that. And so we got to get in early and go straight to the rides and go straight to the next ride and go straight to the third ride.
But that's basically what you're
back
telling
to
everybody
back
to
to
do
back.
is go ride all the big roller coasters first, which is the exact same thing. And I witnessed with my own eyes what happens when you do that.
Yeah.
I did it with my dad when he came here. We made it through 2 rides. He almost threw up after Stunt Pilot. And then we had to go ride the train and the carousel
Okay, great.
with my father.
But guess what?
Like, we would have had way more fun if we would have saved the big rides for the end and then drove
You
home.
know what the debate was is that roller coaster isn't the best first ride. It is the best first ride. Maybe it's not the best second ride. To the judges.
That made no sense.
Whew, man, that was heated.
We just getting warmed
we're,
up.
go- we're gonna have to give it to Jordan on this one.
Oh man.
Sorry, Sarah.
Sorry,
Still love you.
Sarah.
Now, are you guys basing it off Jordan's arguing or the opinions of the park? Because you do know that this wasn't that, right? I'm just saying.
Okay. Wow. Well, we are over an hour on that. We can get I have 2 more, but we
I know
will-
I have one more,
we
but
will-
no, that's too
we
many.
are done.
That's too many.
We are
I'm done.
done.
I'm done.
Very good. Very good arguing.
I'm done.
Shake.
No.
She's not shaking. She's mad. Well, thanks for joining the Silverwood Show podcast.
And this is what I am going to say. Y'all listening who actually were playing the game correctly and basing it on the arguments, not the actual facts of what the park were, because that wasn't the point of the game. The point was to argue it and
Using
do
facts.
that.
100%. Every single attorney would always use the facts.
Says the guy who says edible glitter is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I just knew that would mess you up.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, for those of you who are not like our jury, who are totally brown-nosing our boss, let me know who won in the comments here on YouTube and on Spotify. And if you want to be our next loyal listener for your chance to win some money, you can do so at silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast or email us at podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com. We'll see you next time. And that's a wrap on this week's ride.
That wasn't even that scary.
Thanks for tuning in to The Silverwood Show. If you had a blast, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share the fun with your fellow thrill seekers. Got a question, story, or suggestion? Send it our way to podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com for a chance to be featured in our Mail Train segment. Until next time, keep your hands and feet inside the podcast and stay thrilling.
Let's go again.
Silverwood,